Hey everyone, it's me Sam, and here I am to talk the newest MLP episode here on the MLP Vlogs. And this newest episode is On Your Marks. Now, truth be told, maybe I was a bit too hard on the last MLP vlog, and I would like to apologize for that for any of you that might have felt that way or something. I know that was a pretty well-liked episode, so I apologize, and maybe, in hindsight, maybe I was just a bit too hard on it, but I don't know. Again, maybe my opinions will change as we go along. I have no idea what's gonna happen. Now, let's talk about the CMC before I go into my thoughts onto this episode. Now, as for the CMC, for a while, they've had their hits and miss, but, you know, they weren't always the best episodes of the show. The episodes weren't really the greatest of the show. There were some pretty good ones, but then last season, they finally got their cutie marks, and then, I was kind of divided. Well, like, yeah, it was pretty awesome to have a really, really good episode. Probably one of my favorites, actually. It was kind of sad to see, the end of them crusading, but, you know, it also kind of brought in some interesting drama, or interesting bits for a potential storyline, which is, what do you do after you achieve your goal? And how I feel about it is two sides. There's two sides of me that, and I'm pretty split on how I feel about the CMC getting their cutie marks. On one hand, it is awesome because they have been building this up for a long time, but on the other hand, it kind of means that, like, there's kind of no point to them anymore. But I don't know if they can continue doing good writing for these characters. Maybe there's something interesting about it, and this episode they kind of did. One problem that I had with the episode, well, okay, here are a few of my problems, and these are going to be kind of nitpicks, but, like, why do they just go after, also, potential spoilers, by the way, we'll go down the line. Why do they just go and, by the way, spoilers here, if you want to avoid them. Okay, the story is that, you know, the CMC got their cutie marks, and now they don't really know what to do. They try doing activities, they try to find other ponies who have cutie mark problems, but that doesn't really work around. Let's see, what else? And I don't really get, like, why are they going after the adult ones? They all have cutie marks. Go after the young fillies. Like, that makes no sense why you would do that. I don't get that. And then eventually they stop doing that, and then they talk for a bit, and then Scootaloo says, probably one of the worst lines ever. Like, she says, like, you know, it makes you wonder why we try to do it for so long. That makes no sense. That's so stupid. It's like, yeah, no crap that you've been trying to do it for so freaking long. Like, why would you say that? And then they meet Bulk, the huge pony with the small wings, and then he just kind of comes in and they just do something else. What was the point of him if you're not going to do anything with him? I don't get that. Yeah, why hasn't Bulk lifted anything other than dumbbells. That makes no sense. I thought he, didn't he lift, Fluttershy in a season 4 episode? Like, with a... Then they decide to do, things that are CMC related, and try to, do activities together like, skateboarding, singing, and potion making, which I don't really get. Like, why does Apple Bloom want to do that? That makes no sense. And then they decide to go their own separate ways and do things. It doesn't mean that they're not, like, not friends anymore or anything. It just means that, like, they're just gonna not do, like, they just want to just do their own little thing. And then Apple Bloom takes it the wrong way, and she thinks that it's, like, they're just splitting up or something. And she tries to do other things. She fails at, like, almost every single one. Like, there's, like, 100 things that she failed to do. She has, like, this whole list of things, like, all over the CMC thing at one scene. It just makes no sense to me. How can you do that in that amount of time? And she tries dancing, but it doesn't work. So then she goes back. The other two meet up with her, and then she has this kind of, which I thought for a second that this was going to be like some sort of SpongeBob reference where, like, she goes crazy and then like she's locked alone in a room, and then she, like, has a moment of insanity, like what happened in SpongeBob, but that's just for, like, 5 seconds, and then it just goes to normal. And then she realizes that they weren't actually splitting up, like I said. And then they go to that one pony who she was dancing with before, and then they help him get a cutie mark, and then they decide that they're gonna try to just help other ponies get their cutie marks individually rather than together. I like that Lyra and Bonbon and Octavia were at the scene at the end. I like that. Overall, I really liked this episode. This was a pretty good one. You know, I think it does address some pretty good, some pretty good topics amongst, what would you do after you achieve a goal? Like, do you continue being friends? Do you do this? Do you do that? I like how they did it. Maybe a couple things that I would like to change, but really nothing too bad. Honestly, I would give this an 8 out of 10. I really like this one. So, I guess not really much to say. I don't know, like... And Apple Bloom on her own is just kind of sad to watch, honestly. It just kind of sucks that, they're not on their own. But, so anyway, that's my thoughts on it, guys. So, see you in the next one. Bye.